Let us understand how output can be customized as per the format specifiers. So to understand this, let us say I have x variable and x value is, let us say, 6. So when I use a print x and if I execute this, it is going to give me value of x as 6, right? Now let us copy this and let us paste this, and in place of x, now I am going to use a value of pi, and typically the value of pi is roughly calculated as 22 divided by 7, and if I try to print the value of pi, see what I am going to get. So here I am going to get the pi value as 3.142857, and there are multiple number of digits. So for me, these many digits I am not interested in. I am interested in just few, let us say, first 4 digits. So what if I am able to customize the output so that I should be able to see only the 4 digits in place of the complete number? So in order to do this, you have to use a format specifier. So I want to print the output in such a way that I need to have the value of pi only with the 4 digits. So for this, all you have to do is you just write double quote, and here you write percent. For example, I am writing 0.4 f double quote, and there is a percentage. Now let us execute this. So if I execute this, see, I am going to get the value of pi only up to 4 digits. Now in this case, you need to understand this is the standard syntax of using a format specifier. In this syntax, this f indicates that you are using a format specifier for a number which is having a decimal part, and you want to have the 4 digits after the decimal part. Therefore, you can see when you use 0.4, you are able to get only 4 digits after the decimal part. For example, if I copy this and paste it here, and if I want to have, let us say, only 2 decimals. So if I execute this, so see, I am going to get the value of output of pi as only 3.14. Now I can have the same output with, say, 10.2 f. Now what is going to happen over here? Or rather I should say 10.4 f. See what is going to happen. If I execute this, I am going to get output something like this, where I am getting a blank space over here. Now let us calculate the blank space. So this is blank space number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 where the numbers start, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this means this 10 is a column width where the number is getting printed with the decimal numbers as 4. So after decimal, it is going to print the value, with 4 decimal part. So this is the meaning of 0.4 f, or rather 10.4 f. If you want, you can reduce this to, let us say, 8. So in that case, the number will be printed in 8 columns starting from here. So this is first number, blank space, second blank space, third is the number, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and 8th. So number will be printed in 8 columns with 4 blank spaces. Now this is a format specifier for a fractional numbers. Now let us try to understand another fractional number, which is e. Okay, so here I am just deleting this. So here in place of f, now I am using the value of the format specifier as e. See what is going to happen. If I execute this, so I am going to get the value of pi as 3.1429 10 to the power 00. So here the power term is mandatory and everything will be printed in terms of 10 to the power. In this case, this is 00. Now let us add another factor over here. Let us say I am writing these many numbers, right? So now if I execute this code, it is going to print 3.1429 into 10 to the power 6. Okay, so this is what is expected in the engineering calculations. Most of the time you will find number is either very large or very small with the power. So whenever you are using a power e, in that case you will be able to get the 10 to the power, maybe a minus, maybe a plus. If you want to see the minus, I'm just going to use a division symbol over here. If I execute this, so now you can see this is minus 10 to the power minus 6. Okay. Now there is one more format specifier which is called as G. So here I am going to use G over here. Now if I use G with say 0.2, so now see what is going to happen. So it is going to give me 3.1. Now whenever I am using G with decimal 2, so it is going to print only two decimal, 3.3 and 1. So if I change this to let us say 4, so it is going to print output with 4 digits. So this is the first digit and there are rest of the 3 digits. Okay. Now what if I multiply this with say these many thousands? So now in this particular case here, since G is used, depending on the value, it will print the values with 10 to the power 6 or it may not print. For example, if I reduce some of the digits over here and if I run this, so now you can see it is printing the whole number. Okay, but situation based, if the values are changed, in that case it will automatically add 10 to the power 6 or maybe 10 to the power 10 depending on the value of the number. So most of the time in engineering programs, either E format specifier is either used or G format specifier is used. Now these format specifier E as well as G can be coupled with the number of columns. For in this case, I can couple this with 10 number of columns. So if I execute this particular code, then you will find the number is getting printed with 10 number of columns. So in this case, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay. So if I increase this to let us say 12, so you will find the number is slightly shifted on the left hand side. So there is one blank space, there is another blank space, and then there are 10 columns which are used to print the number. Now same thing can be done over here as well. So I can say 12.4G, and if I execute this code, so see I am going to get this is one blank space, 2, 3 blank space, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Correct. Now here if I reduce the size of the number, it won't be printing E. Correct. So see, it is printing the number with only decimal part. The power term is gone, but it is using only 12 columns. So let us count this. So this is one column, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So the number is printed in 12 columns only. Only thing is it is printed from the right. Okay, right to left it is printed and it is occupying the 12 columns, and accordingly if the number is large, it is going to give you power term if it is required, otherwise it will print the complete number.